What if I told you that one quiet scientist, working with tiny worms, helped change the way the entire world thinks about aging? By cracking open the genetic code of life itself and showing us that the dream of slowing down aging might not be science fiction at all. Cynthia Kenyon was born in 1954 in Chicago. From the time she was young, she had a deep fascination with truth and nature. She would stare at trees, imagining the tiny machines of photosynthesis at work, and feel a burning question inside: how does life really work? That childlike curiosity carried her to the halls of the University of Georgia, then to MIT, where she immersed herself in genetics. Eventually, she found herself studying a tiny creature, the roundworm, C. elegans, a simple animal, invisible to most of us, yet holding secrets of human life. But the path wasn't easy. In the early days, most scientists believed aging was untouchable. They thought it was just entropy, cells falling apart, bodies wearing down, an unavoidable collapse. To challenge this dogma was risky. Many of her peers doubted her. "You can't control aging with genes," they said. And research is never smooth. Long nights, failed experiments, dead ends, moments where the dream of discovery felt impossibly far away. But Cynthia refused to quit. She pressed forward, guided by persistence and the belief that nature had hidden patterns waiting to be revealed. Then came the breakthrough. Her lab discovered that by altering a single gene in a worm, its lifespan could double. The scientific world was stunned. Suddenly, aging wasn't just a mystery. It was programmable. Her work ignited an entirely new field of research. From her discoveries came inspiration for biotech companies, medical breakthroughs, and even today's cutting-edge longevity research. She showed humanity that aging isn't just about getting old. It's about unlocking the possibility of staying younger, longer. So, what can we learn from Cynthia Kenyon's journey? That courage is not just found on battlefields. Sometimes, it's in the quiet persistence of a scientist who dares to ask a new question. That struggle is not failure, it's the path to breakthrough. And that each of us, in our own lives, can challenge the assumptions that hold us back. If a worm can teach us that aging is not inevitable, imagine what you can teach the world about your own potential. Stay inspired, stay curious, and if Cynthia Kenyon's story moves you, don't just admire it, share it. Pass the spark forward. And remember, the future of possibility begins with a question. And now Cynthia's famous quotes that will inspire you in many ways possible. Life's too short to not be around nice people. One thing that's likely: how you look as you age is hereditary. Some of my family members look younger than their real age. I've always been fascinated by time, how we perceive it, how it shapes our lives, and how biology itself is bound to it. If you're going to spend your life doing something, make sure it's something that can change the world. I never wanted to be ordinary. I wanted to know what was behind the curtain of everyday life. The key to staying inspired in science or in life is curiosity. Without it, you stagnate. If you can hold on to childlike wonder, the world will always be new. Failure is not the end. It's the data you didn't expect, pointing you in a new direction. Sometimes biology surprises you by being simpler than you thought. Sometimes by being far more complex. Either way, it's humbling. The body is like a machine, but a machine that learns, repairs, and adapts. That's what makes studying it endlessly inspiring. When you look at life through the lens of evolution, everything, every trait, Every behavior becomes a clue. What keeps me going is the idea that the work we do may help people live longer, healthier lives, and maybe change humanity forever. Curiosity is the spark, persistence is the fuel, and discovery is the fire. The hope is that if we can increase youthfulness, we can postpone age-related diseases. Age is the single largest risk factor for an enormous number of diseases. So if you can essentially postpone aging, then you can have beneficial effects on a whole wide range of disease. It's possible that we could change a human gene and double our lifespan. I don't know if that's true, but we can't rule that out. In the early 90s, we discovered mutations that could double the normal lifespan of worms. Once you realize that lifespan can be changed by a single gene, everything changes. It's like opening a door you didn't know was there. Imagine that. If you could change one of the genes in an experiment, an aging gene, maybe you could slow down aging and extend lifespan. When we started, people thought aging was just entropy. The idea that genes control it was revolutionary. Just living longer and being sick is the worst. But the idea that you could have fewer diseases and just have a healthy life and then turn out the lights, that's a good vision to have. Age is the biggest risk factor for many diseases. You're 100 times more likely to get a tumor at age 65 than age 35. We are trying to find drugs, small molecules, that people could take to make them disease-resistant, more youthful and healthy. Eventually we will find them. With worms you can just change genes at random and see if you can find a mutant that does what you want it to do. The idea that aging was subject to control was completely unexpected. Sugar is the new tobacco. Carbohydrates, and especially refined ones like sugar, make you produce lots of extra insulin. I've been keeping my intake really low ever since I discovered this. I've cut out all starch, such as potatoes, noodles, rice, bread, and pasta. Maybe one day we will be able to take a pill that keeps us young and healthy much longer. I believe in my heart that this will happen. Humans live a lot longer than dogs, and we don't suffer any penalty that I can see. I don't understand why you can't live longer and be really fit. You could have two completely different careers if you could stay healthy to 90. How fascinating that would be. The real goal is not just to add years to life, but life to years. Aging is very exciting, but if I didn't work on aging, I'd want to work on the brain, or bioinformatics, the methods you can use for comparing large data sets. That's so powerful. The public is absolutely fascinated by aging. They don't want to get old. And you can see, read Shakespeare, read the sonnets. They're all about aging.